Greetings, Divine Radiance. So I am back on because, well, no one's on yet, so I'm going to hold off until someone gets on before I start talking about why I'm back. Let's see. Oh, there. I don't know who's on. Whoever's on, let me know. Sandra, is that you? Because I logged off and I realized that you made a payment for a mini reading. And I had no idea. And I logged off. So here I am back to do it. So Sandra, when you log on, please let me know that you're on. And also, you guys, hey Cheryl. Also, when you guys are going to go over and pay for the mini reading, let me know first in the chat so that I know to stay on. So again, Sandra, let me know when you're on because you did pay for a mini reading. Hey, Pat. So let's see. You said that you were trying to log off. No worries. I actually just logged back in because when I was done, I went in the room. My phone was in the room. I didn't have it in here with me and got my phone. And I realized that there was a payment made by Sandra. So I am back to do the mini reading for Sandra. So just as a collective, when we're doing the mini readings, let me know in the chat first. Like I'm gonna go pay now, right? And then when that way I know and I'll wait. And then after you pay, you can tell me your question or let me know if you'd like a general, because everything comes in so delayed to where like I didn't know. And again, if my phone's not with me and I'm not checking, So let me know that you're gonna go and pay for one, and then I'll wait. Yes, I'm excited for you, Pat. I'm excited. So if you have the link, if you're ready, go for it. And we'd love to have you. We had an amazing group session this month. And then we also did our Q&A. Was it Monday? Yeah, Monday. So, yeah. Hi, Michaela. Welcome back. So, yeah, you guys, I am literally logging back in because Sandra paid for a reading and there was no indication in the chat that had happened. Well, I'm assuming it's a reading. I don't know if it's a donation or a reading, so because some of you do make donations to the channel using the same channels, Cashapp or PayPal. And even with that, if it's a donation, put in the, in the thing that's what it is. And if it's for a reading, just let me know. So I'll wait around because I feel horrible. But either way, I will record it, a general if she doesn't get back on. And then because the $20 mini readings are public anyway, I'll record it and then I will share the link with her if she left an email with her payment. So, she's been on before. She was on last week with us too. So yeah. And I'll just make sure I do a better job at like letting you all know, because you guys don't know, I'll say like, let me know, and then I'll wait. But that's the reason, is because you may be in the process. And if I don't know that you're in the process of paying, and after waiting a while, like it may take you a while, but if you say I'm going over to pay, then I'm going to wait, and we'll just keep pulling cards that Spirit guides us to until you come back with the indication of it being an actual question you have or a general. So yeah. I was about to heat up. Cheryl said at the beginning of all your live streams, just let everyone know to let you know if they made a payment. Yes, thank you, Cheryl. I'll definitely start doing that. Yeah. I was gonna heat up. I don't know if you all saw the little snippet of the Ethiopian red lentil stew that I made, but so good. I'm out of rice. I could make more, but I don't really feel like doing that. But I made turmeric rice and a salad with it. And then the mushrooms, I marinate them for 2 days. And I use a variety of seasonings. I put a little liquid smoke. This time I put some jerk seasoning as one of the seasonings. And then I air fry it. So good. And then I roast chickpeas and I toss those in a little avocado oil and season them and roast them, and they go on the salad for extra protein. But yes, so good. I stopped eating spinach a while ago, because it's a hybrid. And I'm not a stickler with that, but spinach wasn't one of those things where it's like, oh, it's a hybrid. Oh, and I'm going to keep, it was like, I could take it or leave it. So probably, although the recipe calls for spinach, I'd probably use kale next time because I prefer the taste of kale, right? So is Sandra on? Did Sandra get back on? Michaela said, I've been manifesting my reality and I see it crystal clear. The message today resonates. I accidentally used this power and low key got me boy trouble. Well, I am happy for you that it is working and you are in your power and manifesting. Keep it up. And you know what? That's the beauty of when you're doing it and you're in your power. Literally, it's little stuff. And I told you all, no, actually, I didn't tell you guys. We were in our Q&A. And the mentorship, because literally what happens is we have our group sessions, but then I log on for a live for an hour. I'm committed to every other week. Sometimes it's more, right? But contractually, it's definitely every other week. And so anyways, I was saying how I had been manifesting this shelf in the beginning, like just this little shelf to sit above my desk for my crystals and my candles. And usually it comes in packs, multi-packs. But when I found that shelf at Ross for cheap, you would have thought I hit the lottery. You would have thought I hit the lottery. I'm telling you, like, seriously, I was so excited. And then the more you get excited and the more you're like, yes, and thankful, like you did hit the lottery, it just keeps happening, keeps happening. So it's true that our gratitude really does empower us. It empowers us to create more. So, Cheryl said it was probably meant to be for you to come on anyway. I agree. I believe it. I believe it. Nothing happens by chance. There's a purpose in it all. So yeah. Michaela said, yes, gratitude does a lot. Yeah, it really does. It really, really does. Yeah, Pat said, yes, the small manifestations count too. They do. And, I believe, I don't think it was Empower Hour. Sometimes I get confused whether I'm talking to Rim or whether it's something that happened during our Empower Hour, right? But I don't know if you all remember the picture frame back there, my older son, when he was 3, right? The frame that the picture was in, I bought it way back then. And although it was gold and the color, it wasn't bad, but it just doesn't go, right? And so I was literally like, I'm going to get a new frame. The Rosses out here, they don't hardly have any inventory, clothes or anything else. So I was not finding one. And so finally Spirit was like, Burlington. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to go to Burlington. I found that frame. Now, the significance of that frame is, I don't know if you can see the mirror behind me, but it's the same as the mirror. So that mirror has like those lines are gold, like a really light gold, pale gold, more champagne color, right? And that frame has the exact same. So I was just like, oh my goodness. Literally, I was on the phone. I was like, come through spurt. That's what I say when I'm being funny. I'll be like, come through spurt, and I'm all excited. Yes, Mom, look. I took a picture. I'm like, oh my goodness, thank you, Spirit. So I got this frame and it matches perfectly. And it was $7.99. Ooh, love a good deal. So then I also have been manifesting a booty, right? These are like really small things that really is like, it really doesn't matter. Oh, but let me back up. Here's the other thing with the frame. So I gotten to the point where I was like, you know what? It's fine. Like, this frame isn't that bad. It is what it is, right? It's not that bad. So whatever, I'll get a frame when I get a frame, right? So number one, I was accepting what I had and being like, you know what? I'm grateful. At least it's in a frame, right? Okay, cool. I'm not tripping. I'm not worried about it. I let it go as soon as I let it go. Because literally, okay, I was checking to see was it that day or the day before. Spirit said no, it was the day before. So literally the day before was when I was just kind of whatever. Then I find it the next day, right? So with the booty, I fell down a hill, broke my leg, my ankle, and tore a ligament. Couldn't walk for 9 months. In the military, I was the military wife. Didn't give me physical therapy. So whereas I used to could strut and be in stilettos all day, I'm limited to the kind of heel I can wear. But I had got a few outfits. This one dress, super cute, but the booties I had, they're more for like jeans. They're not sexy enough, right? I kid you not, I find the cutest booty at Ross for $20. Super cute. I put them on. comfortable. I can walk in them, but that was nothing but spirit. So I was all excited about that. So literally when we say, this is what I'm choosing, this is what I'm creating, and then we kind of just let it go and we trust, because I've been online looking for the booty, couldn't find one anywhere that, the heel that I knew I could walk in, and then price, I love a good deal. So I just let it go. And then spirit comes through at the Ross, right? That doesn't really have much here. So it was amazing. It was amazing. Hey, Tia Lynn. Thank you. Thank you. We did Empower Hour already, but I'm on now. That's why we're just chatting about the stuff I was sharing with you guys about manifesting. Because someone paid for a mini reading and I didn't know until after I logged off. So I was on to see if she'd log back in so I could do her mini reading, Sandra. So yeah, thank you. It's actually a bodysuit. I'll pull it down a little. It's a bodysuit, and I got it from Fashion Nova. So typically it would be really, really tight, but I kind of asked Spirit like which size to get. And so I went with the size up, and I actually like that it doesn't fit skin tight, So yeah, I'm grateful. Fashion Nova, they have some really good deals, great prices. And I've been pleased. I've ordered a lot from them. I've been pleased. They were having like their 40% off sale. It ended yesterday, but then like during the holidays, they had 70% off. I'm like, ooh, I'm here for it. Because during the cold months, I usually wear sweats. I don't usually, I dress cute in the warmer times, and then I'm usually in sweats. So I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and get some stuff that's cute for the cold months too, instead of just throwing on sweats and sneakers all the time. So the sneakers I work out in, because I still wear sneakers, but now I have cute ones for when I'm being cute. So, Lynn said, oh, that's even better. I love bodysuits. Yeah, it's a bodysuit. Oh, I'm so glad, Tia Lynn. Thank you. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and do a general reading for Sandra, and I'm just going to leave it up with this title, and then I'll search to see if she has an email, because I don't believe on PayPal, I don't believe you have to leave your email. So 1, 2, 3, 4 was how long we had been on, 12 minutes and 34 seconds when I looked up. So 12 minutes and 45 seconds is when I'm starting her readings. 12:45, okay. Will you help me remember that, please, so that I can put it in the comments so she can skip all of this and go straight to her message? Thank you. Okay, this is for Sandra. What message do you have for Sandra that's going to assist her on her journey? It's rooted in highest light, love, and truth. Ooh, look at that. Take that card right there. Ha! So funny. Oh my goodness. Okay, look, you guys. So you see this? When I grabbed the deck, it was split. The card I just grabbed was on top. Now, those of you that were in Empower Hour know. Do you see this? I'm telling you, I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Why am I pulling so many cards? Okay. Spirit just said because of the mishap, just go ahead and give it to her. Okay. Which one? Okay. Is it in reverse, or is it just, it showed up that way? Okay. All right. So is Sandra on yet? I don't think so. Okay. So Sandra, this is for you. And thank you so much for investing in the reading. I appreciate it. Typically it's a one card pull, but like Spirit said, because of the mishap, we went a little more. So you got woman holding a coin. You got cultivation. And you also got sisters healing that came in reverse. So I'm just going to connect. Oh, look at that. I'm just going to connect and see what the message is for you. So what's the message for Sandra? So as I began connecting, you know the song, you got the whole world in your hands. I'm hearing you got the whole coin in your hands, and it's coming through as you are in control of your finances, right? You've been a little worried and doubtful lately. Will I have enough money for this? Will I have enough money for that? And in reality, through this worry, what you're doing is keeping yourself in a position of not having enough or struggling to have enough. This life is meant to be lived and enjoyed. You're meant to be in flow with everything. Understanding that there's nothing too big or too small. All you have to do is believe, set your intentions on it, and it will be yours. Financially, you're good. See yourself spending money, see yourself with money, see yourself living an abundant life filled with travel, filled with love, filled with peace. Allow yourself to remain in peace no matter what, because your peace is your power. Stop doubting in your ability to co-create. You are a master manifester. Money is simply an energy. Take its power away. So what I'm receiving is you are the only powerful being in your existence, right? What that means is there is nothing more powerful than you as it relates to your world, your reality, your life, your livelihood, or anything else that you could possibly be experiencing. When you get to that point of understanding, you are the only one that holds power as it relates to your world. You become more empowered to create the reality that you desire and deserve, okay? And so that cultivation card, Spirit is saying, it's the same message that came through during Empower Hour. It's time for you to trust and know that all the seeds that you have planted are now being cultivated. So if you've planted some seeds that you'd rather not have take form, right? Just cancel, delete. You don't even have to mention them. Just cancel, delete any seeds that I've planted that have manifested do not serve my highest good, right? And then after you've canceled, deleted, and you've made that statement, you can even go as far as writing it down, right? And burning it. Then speak of the things that you are choosing to have take form, grow, right? And literally see each one as seeds being planted in the earth, right? See them being planted in the earth and see them growing. Take time to see them planted and see them growing. This is really about you being more empowered to care for yourself, right? Financially, but it's also coming through as your self-care, like self-love, taking more time out for you, not giving so much to everyone else all the time and forgetting about you. You're like an afterthought. Spirit is saying, cut that out. You must be your first and your last thought, right? So how is everything in between, you being the first and last thought, going to affect you, right? Because when it's like, you know, the saying, happy wife, happy life, right? Whether you're a wife or not, doesn't matter. The point is, when you're happy, when you're at peace, right? Then everything else in your life flows within that happiness and that peace. So you being your first and last priority. And then if things in between or people in between align with your peace and your happiness and your growth and development, right? Then it's fine. But if it doesn't, let it go and say no, right? So what is the message for Sandra for Healing Sisters? Hey, Alatha, we already did Empower Hour, but someone got a mini reading and I wasn't aware until after I logged off. So I'm just back to do her reading. What's the message for Healing Sisters? Sisters healing. Why did I say healing sisters? I'm hearing because it's time for her to surround herself with a group of women that are on. Okay, so I heard both her and their healing journey and mission. So on her and there. So what does that mean? On her. So surrounding herself with women that are on her healing journey. What does that mean? That are there to support you. And on their, meaning they're on the same mission as you, right? And although it may look different to them than it does to you, they're still on the same mission, right? Of uncovering, discovering, remembering who they are, releasing who they aren't, right? And heart chakra, I'm feeling it strong. I almost wonder if that was you a lot that I was feeling through Empower Hour, but it's time to heal your heart. Relationships with women can stand to be improved, right? And it stems from a lack of trust, along the line somewhere you were hurt deeply by a woman who that hurt surprised you, that disappointment, and it stuck, disappointed, let down. I'm even hearing abandoned, not made to feel special. Your trust in women has gone down. And it's time for you to begin building that trust by first trusting you, because you are a woman. When you look in the mirror every single day, you see a woman. So if you're vibrating at this frequency of not having trust in women, the reason why you don't trust yourself, I heard can't, right? But we know can't. This is what I heard. You can't trust, right? And it's coming through this way because this is how you may say it. If you feel like you can't trust women, then this is part of why you don't trust you, right? But in order for you to begin trusting, not just women, but trusting in general, it starts with you forgiving, healing, right? And looking in the mirror and knowing you can trust yourself. And it's coming through as intuitively. Like you may not always trust what you receive because you have this thing with women, right? Some of the women in your family have also not been there for you, right? You feel like you're carrying the weight on your own when the task should be even or split or divided, right? Caring for a loved one is coming through. And I'm also getting back pain straight behind the heart. So it's letting me know that there's some past pain coming up that has yet to be healed. And it's centered around this lack of trust in women. Yes, there's a lot that comes up in your heart chakra talking about this. So release, heal, let it go. Forgive, big time, forgive. And also understand you are exactly where you're meant to be, not just in your current state of being, but also the family you were born into. Oftentimes we may feel like I was born into the wrong family, and Spirit said, nope, you are exactly where you're meant to be. Your soul has a greater calling, a higher calling. And that whole thing of when we heal ourselves, we heal 7 generations before and after. It rings so true with you and your situation. It's like throughout, I'm hearing centuries, ancestral. It's not coming through like a curse, but it's coming through like the lack of trust in women is something that's been passed down and it's deep rooted, right? It's deep rooted and it's been passed down generation to generation. So you may find that the women in your family just don't have strong relationships with other women, right? They may gravitate more towards friendships with men. But there's a lot of blessing and a lot of healing that comes from being surrounded by positive, like-minded, like-spirited, like energetic women when you're a woman, Yeah. So that's the message that's coming through for you, Sandra. And also, if you feel led, take advantage of the 2020 consultation and let's connect. Okay. Again, I am going to see if there's an email associated with your payment on PayPal. And if so, I will send this to you. If not, I am keeping the title as is so that when you come back on the channel, you'll see it and you can receive it. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. And Alatha, no, I was saying hey to you and explaining that we had already had Empower Hour, logged out and everything. But what ended up happening was I didn't realize someone paid for a reading. And I was getting ready to heat up some of that Ethiopian red lentil stew and came back on to deliver her reading. What is this feeling of tiredness that just came through? Also, Sandra, get more rest. Be more mindful about your sleep patterns and your sleep habits. Get more rest. I'm hearing you're not sleeping at night, but it's because you're stressing, you're worrying. Let it go. Go back to that first part of your message that came through. That'll help you with letting go and not having these sleepless nights. Also, shut the TV off. Give yourself a time, turn it off, the phone, turn it all off, and just meditate, right? Meditate before bed. It'll help. Okay. So that's your message. Thank you so much. Hi, Alice. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, of course, of course. Most definitely. So when you're ready, just let me know. Let me know when you're ready, and then let me know if you like a general or if you have a specific question. Okay, thank you. Thank you. And Alatha, I know you weren't on Empower Hour, but if you feel led, watch the replay. It was pretty great today. Spirit came through, showed up, and showed out. So yeah. Woohoo! That tea is good. I think I like the mint tea. I believe I like the mint tea better after it cools down. It just has it hits your tongue a little bit different. There's two. Today I did the third eye chakra tea and mint. I'm just kind of sprung on mixing the mint tea with all the teas. And the mint tea doesn't have a message. I believe originally I mixed it so that we would have our message. And now I'm just kind of like, ooh, I'm mixing it all the time. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I'm grateful a lot. Thank you. So, Alice, do you have a question or a general? And how are you? How are you doing today? You guys, while I'm waiting for Alice's answer, I'm gonna model for you, okay? Now, prepare yourself. I am styling and profiling. Look at that. Ooh, check out the polka dot pants. You guys know I told you when I get in the shower, I get dressed up top and then I wear pajamas on the bottom. Oh man. So yeah, I'm just having fun with you guys. Thank you a lot. My pajama pants are cute, huh? Yeah, it's so funny. I'm taking my son to the store after I eat, and usually after recording or Empower Hour or something like that, I'll go change into sweats before we go. Right, I don't go and put on pants to what I'm wearing on top. I'll go change, take everything off, and put on sweats to be comfortable, real comfortable. Most of my clothes are comfortable, but sweats is just like wearing pajamas outside. So. Yeah, those were pajama pants. I was being funny. That's why I said, let me model for you, because I'm wearing my PJs. And I always joke about having PJs on when I'm recording. Back in the day, though, I used to sometimes only have on panties. And then when I was dropping cards, and sometimes it required me to get up in a way where my butt may be in the camera, I stopped just wearing panties and decided I better put on some pants. So yeah, that's why I was being funny. Okay, Alice said financial stability. What's next? And you look beautiful. I do the same thing too. Thank you so much. Do you? It's like that's one of the beauties of working at home. Like, why get all the way dressed? If I was about to say if I could, in reality I could, but I would be in my robe, really. Seriously, I'd be in my robe with no bra on if I had it my way. Okay. So I'm gonna connect to your energy. Yeah, it's true. It's true. But after dropping enough cards, and like I said, sometimes realizing that, they might could see my butt, I started wearing pajama pants. And I have on like my slipper socks. So okay, I'm gonna connect to your energy now. Financial stability, what's next? Okay, what message do you have for Alice? Okay. I'm being told to pull a card for you from the Ganesh deck and show her. And look, the generosity card is on the bottom. And Spirit said to show you it's not the card that is being pulled for you, but during Empower Hour, one of the things that came through, we got the generosity card, and the message that came through was even when we're not feeling financially abundant, to donate, so like there's been times where money has been it has not even been funny, it was so low, and I'll still give $1. Like if I see someone on the side, and what Spirit was saying is that is a way for us to bring in more abundance. So I was told to show that card and give you that message that came through during Empower Hour. Okay. And I was told even if it's a quarter, it doesn't matter. It's just that energy of like attracts like. And oftentimes when we give, we're giving because we feel abundant, right? We're not giving when we're feeling lack. And so in order for us to give, we're shifting that feeling of lack into that feeling of abundance. And we're actually opening up ourselves to receive more from the universe. Okay, this is for Alice. What is next for her financially? And that one, that's with her stability, her financial stability. Okay. Oh, okay. So we have the empowerment card that came through for you. And then you also got the Ascended Masters card in reverse. And it's actually the way it came out of the deck. It came out like this in my hand. This deck is super flimsy and it's kind of bent. So one of the things that's coming through, and even with it being upside down, is, it's okay to really connect to the Ascended Masters and your guides as it relates to finances. And also what I'm being told to tell you is clear away any unconscious guilt that may be present from doing that. What I'm feeling is that you had some time in a past life where you released all of your financial wealth and you decided to live amongst the poor, and you decided to basically, you took a vow of poverty, right? So I'm not receiving whether or not you're connecting with the Ascended Masters or not in regards to financial wealth or financial gain. But what I am receiving is that underneath the surface, energetically, there is this frequency of feeling a little guilty for doing that. Like it's not okay to call on the guides for help financially. And so what Spirit is saying is to release that. And as I'm saying that, I am feeling some movement going on in my solar plexus and my sacral, right? So Spirit is saying for you to focus on those two chakras so that you can begin to have creative ideas come to you from the divine that are going to help you basically expand and extend your financial stability and your financial situation and your financial wealth. Ideas will come, right? Do that severing of that vow of poverty contract and really begin talking to yourself internally, your unconscious self, letting yourself know it is okay to do this work and to receive financial gain. It is okay to do this work and be wealthy. It is okay to do this work and be rich, right? The more I have, the more I'm able to give. And although from a mind point, a logical point, you understand that this is something that's connected with you on more of an underneath the surface level, right? That you're being called to sever that connection. And so with the empowerment card, I'm being told to tell you to go out and sit near some water if you're able to, and really just allow the divine to pour just that energy, that love and that light into your solar plexus, and pick an affirmation that resonates with you surrounding this situation, right? Okay. I'm also receiving that you've experienced some brokenheartedness when it comes to money. It's like in a past life, what has gone on is there have been people that have been jealous. They've turned their backs on you. And from that jealousy, like you knew it was jealousy because of what you had and they didn't have anything that they felt was valuable from a financial standpoint. So they turned their backs on you. They made you an outcast. And a lot of the energy surrounding money right now, it's past life energy. In this life, you know what to do. You're creating space for abundance to flow in with ease and grace. But what Spirit is saying is this is past life stuff. I'm hearing the word haunting, that's haunting you, right? That's affecting your life today. So the beautiful thing is, in today's time, right? It's not like it's just unconscious, or it's unconscious and it's in this time. It's unconscious. It's past stuff. So you can simply release those energies, release those connections, sever those vows that you've made, and also begin creating love and light around money, right? Begin seeing yourself. It's coming through as like meeting people that can help increase your wealth, right? Meeting people, having opportunities that are being made for you to increase your wealth. Okay. Mm-hmm. And so as that message was coming through, Spirit just told me to invite you to the United Light Beings Awakening Tour to be a speaker or a reader or whatever the case may be, for 2021, right? So you and I can connect on that later. Okay. I'm also being told to tell you to see your finances. Okay, there's a whole scenario that's coming through. See it as the tip of a pin, but it's coming through like Rapunzel. That will, that will that was there when she was it Rapunzel? Whatever that character was, I don't know. The character is not coming through, but the scenario, I'm saying the scenario, that will, and there was a curse that was put on the person. They pricked their finger, and then, is that Snow White? I don't know who it is, but whatever that character is, see yourself like where your finances are like that pin, right? That pin, it's very small, but it's powerful, right? And it's really weird how it's coming through, but it's like, see yourself pricking your finger on that wheel and visualizing that wheel as being like the wheel of fortune, right? And then when you prick yourself, just like it had the power to put her to sleep, just see your whole, like starting at your finger and then just your whole body changing, like literally closing your eyes, visualizing it. You can even pinch your own finger and just see like as if you were taken over by the disease of abundance, and it just starts to glow like a golden glow, just your whole entire body, head to toe, and just let it happen slowly. And as you're feeling this happening, right? Feel yourself being more empowered and more abundant, right? Because when we think in terms of the color that represents our solar plexus, this is actually how Spirit is saying for you to see it. Like the way that chakra representation is that Ganesh is holding, or even this area here, like literally see your body feeling like that, right? Because all abundance is us being in our power. Is there anything else? I'm hearing your finances are looking good because you've earned it and you deserve it, right? Now it's just a matter of severing these vows, right? Getting rid of this old stale energy that doesn't belong, and then doing that exercise. And you can actually do it on multiple occasions and just seeing yourself being filled with abundance, with the glow of abundance, right? Okay. And then I'm being told to tell you, and don't forget the Ascended Masters, connecting with them for this. And if you look at this picture, it's like they're there supporting you. They've given you your mission, and you've transformed into this bird to go out into the world and do what you came here to do, right? And so as a reward, everything your heart desires can be yours when you believe and when you know, and not just consciously, but on that unconscious level as well. So I'm hearing just a little energy healing. And it's coming through just like that. Just a little energy healing, just a little releasing, a little severing. You're good. Cutting those cords that link you to any vows of poverty. And then allow it to take form. Stay mindful, right? And also visualize more, visualization. So, Sleeping Beauty. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Is there anything else? Okay. So I'm not receiving anything else, but yeah. So let me know how that resonates with you. I know that you are highly gifted psychic. So, have you been feeling yourself like there's been a connection with past lives as it relates to finances? You're so welcome. Thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. I really appreciate it. But yeah. I'm just hearing you may have dreams. You may have dreams about it. Now that you have this awareness, pay attention to your dreams and what you're seeing and see how this can relate to what just came through. So, yeah. Do you have any sort of indications or recollections in regards to your past life at all, even if it doesn't relate to this? Okay, see cycles returning. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. I just heard get out of your way. No overthinking it. And I'm being told to tell you also just knowing it doesn't have to be hard, that concept of when you work hard, but Spirit is saying just, setting it up to be easy, right? As you're manifesting, just really making sure that you bring in that component of ease. And if you experience people around you working hard, sometimes that imprints. So just it can be easy, it can be fun, right? Spirit is saying bring back the ease and the grace and the fun to it. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. I'm being told to tell you to explore your role in Egypt. Like, who were you in that time, and why were you crushed? And then seeing how it relates to your message that just came through, and connecting with Spirit on that, like just literally asking Spirit, well, who I was in that lifetime, how does that relate? And then just really start asking to be shown your past lives, not just the ones that you're currently seeing, but the ones that relate to what just came through. Because I'm feeling like it's almost like coming through like a movie. If you can see it and witness what happened from an outsider looking in, because you're still vibrating at that frequency of being the person that experienced it. But when you can look at it from an outsider looking in, then it takes you out of the experience and you're able to understand it better, and not like a mental understanding, but just how you would process it emotionally, and it'll help with the release. So, yeah. So that is your message. Again, thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. I'm so grateful, so grateful. And is Sandra back on? And what time did we start Sandra's message? Does anyone remember? I don't remember. Does anybody that still won't remember? You're so welcome. Thank you. And if you guys haven't checked out Alice's channel, check it out. Check it out. She will fulfill your late night craving for a live read. Because I see you going live when I'm on my way to bed. I'll be like, oh, I'm going to bed. I'm going to miss it. 12:45. Thank you so much, Cheryl. I appreciate it. I figured that you would remember. So thank you. Thank you. You're a timekeeper. You always put the times for me for the pick of cards. And oh my goodness, you don't know how much I appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah. Well, unless someone else would like a mini read, I am going to heat up some of that stew. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna pull one more card for us as a collective. Or one card, because during this time I don't believe I did. Did I? Oh, I appreciate you. You'd like a mini read, Alatha? And after you put your payment in, or if you already have, let me know if you have a specific question. Ooh, You know what? I hold them down too low. You guys can't see how they flip and jump, and I like it. Just that one, and show the bottom. So the bottom, we got fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael, our heart chakra, which heart stuff was coming through a lot during Empower Hour today. And then we got Angel of Strength, right? So as I picked that Angel of Strength, and then look, 11 was coming through a lot too. As I get that Angel of Strength card, a lot of what Spirit is saying is that it's about us focusing on our solar plexus, you know, really being in our power. And even looking at the lion, it almost looks like his solar plexus is shining, right? Although it's not located on his underbelly, but it looks like a swirl, you know, like a swirl. And so what Spirit is saying is that when you're in your power, you are more heavily and directly connected to the divine. Not that you're not connected, right? When we talk about disconnect, it's not a matter of Spirit isn't there for us. It's just a matter of we've disconnected. Say, think in terms of like if you have something plugged up, right? So right now my laptop is plugged in. Just because I pull the charger out of the laptop doesn't mean that electricity's not running. I'm just not tapping into that electricity. And that's how it's coming through. So we know where the solar plexus is located. But then if you notice in the picture, here's the power, right? Here's the power. And so what Spirit is saying is the deeper we get in our power, you know, whether it's speaking our truth, being in peace, staying in that abundant mindset, you know, being in gratitude, exercising forgiveness, all of these things, right? Releasing fear, then we're more deeply connected to Spirit through our power, right? So whatever is disempowering you right now, Spirit is saying it is time for you to, first of all, realize what that is. And then second of all, release it, heal it, so that you can move out of this place of disempowerment and into your power and really connect and strengthen that bond that you naturally have with Spirit, right? Because right now, we're not being called to do it on our own. Like we've done that. We've lived it. We've got the experiences, and Spirit is saying, okay, enough now. Come on, let's roll. Let's get to work, right? And then now it's coming through. I guess Spirit is coming through gangster, because it's like let's roll. Let's do this. You with it? And then it's coming off, well, we're going to set it off. Let's set it off. But of course, it's talking about Spirit, you know, doing things that are aligned with light and love. But it's coming through like it's time for us to put our spiritual gangsters hats on, right? And that's what is coming through. No more time. Okay, this is an old saying. No more time for pussyfooting around. I don't even use that word. That's more like a grandmother, great grandmother term. But yeah. Anything else? Okay, I'm sure no, they know what must be done. They know what serves their highest good. They know. They know. They've received. Now it's just about moving. And don't stop. Don't stop. That's the key. You know, and as don't stop is coming through, it's coming through as even if you pause, right? Just don't stop. Even if you pause, even if you take a break, just don't stop, right? Don't stop. Okay, thank you. So, okay, so you like to know about your finances. Is it specific enough? Oh yeah, of course. It is. It is. It's specific enough for Spirit. So this is for Alatha. Any information on her finance? Okay. Well, first off, I'm being told to tell you to release any worry or anxiety around finances. And it's coming through as a subtle thing, right? Trust and know you got this. Also, it's time for you to start incorporating what you're here to do into your life, right? Because I'm as I'm connecting with you, I'm feeling hard stuff going on with you too. And so although you may not necessarily okay, so there's two things that are coming up. I'm gonna go with the thing that was coming first. Although you may not necessarily go and do your job and associate it with light work, by you starting to do what you're here to do on the side or part-time, right? Or when you make time, it's going to help propel you deeper into, I'm hearing, abundance and a solid financial state, right? But then as that was coming through, the other thing that came through is the fact that you do taxes, right? You can begin surrounding your energy with the energy of those that you're meant to serve with by specifically offering your services to light workers, right? So often we go and we get our taxes done, right? But when you think in terms of a community, right, you support those that are in your community. So although you're not going to only work with light workers, but having a way that you market yourself to light workers, right? I'm going to trust another light worker before I trust somebody else. So what Spirit is saying is, that is also another way to begin incorporating the whole thing of service, because it's all connected. And if you're serving light workers, right, you're serving the collective. So that came through before I pulled any cards, but I'm being told to pull cards for you too. And then also connecting to that I'm hearing that energy, that feeling, that block that's in your heart, and releasing it. Are all of those for her? Well, all right. I was just told yes. And let me go ahead and grab them. And as I'm bending over, picking this up, I'm being told to remind you that you are royalty, right? You are royalty. So see yourself as royal, as royal. And you got the Revelation card. You got the Joy card. Also, and the Joy card came in upside down. So we'll get back to that. You got the Enlightenment card, another purple card. Love the purple. You got Energetic Movement. And you got Embrace. Okay. So what is the overall message here for Alatha? So I'm being told it's been revealed to you who you are and why you're here. But there's still some missing links. You've gotten to a point of stagnancy. It's like you've reached your peak. And now you're being called, I'm being told, to see and reveal that second mountain, right? So it's coming through like you've reached the peak of this first level of ascension, right? And you can't see that other mountain. So it's kind of like you're just kind of stagnant, right? Not so much feeling like a backtrack, right? But just kind of like stuck here in this energy. And Spirit is saying that other mountain is right there. The moment you give yourself permission to see it, right? And stop focusing on the feeling of being stagnant, then that mountain will appear. And when it appears, you have the tenacity to climb it, right? So what I'm being told to tell you is your money right now is really being centered around your energy, right? There's some stuck energy within you. I'm feeling solar plexus and heart. And I'm feeling your shoulder. I'm being told to tell you, first, to have fun, have more fun. But number two, just say to yourself, what would happen if I stopped carrying the weight of the world? What would happen, right? What would happen if I stopped carrying everything on my shoulders, right? If I just kind of let it go and let Spirit carry it, what would happen? And stop taking on the responsibility of feeling like I'm the provider, I'm this, I'm that, as it relates to money. I'm the bill payer, I'm the breadwinner, right? Like you're carrying that responsibility and it's heavy. Now, although this may be what your role is to those around you, release that role as being yours and give it to Spirit, right? Spirit, guide me. Guide me into how to move, how to flow, what work to do, right? How many hours, how to serve, how to incorporate my service. And I'm handing this weight over to you. I'm giving you the load. You just guide me. I'll do what you say. I'll do the work, but you take the load, right? And that's what's coming through. And I almost feel like in the back, like right in this area, but it feels like it's being pushed, like the pain doesn't necessarily feel like that's like an ache, but as I'm feeling it, it's almost like the pressure is like pushing you down like this, right? It's pressing your spine down. It's because you're carrying this heavy load, right? It's time for you to reach a new level of enlightenment. It's time for you. Look at this picture. When we talk about your solar plexus, and also connecting. So, typically we talk about the third eye, connecting it with the highest source of power and receiving information as a way to strengthen our intuition, right? But what I'm being told to tell you is to see that cord from your solar plexus, right? And have it going into the cosmos to your highest source of power of light and love, and really allowing that energy to pour into your solar plexus, right? Pour into your solar plexus. And before you do, build that connection between your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your third eye, right? And just see as that power is coming into your solar plexus, it's healing all those chakras. And then you're also strengthening your connection. See it as like a wheel that just cycles that energy. Also, start moving, dancing. I'm being told to tell you to do squats. And also weight lift, but do lightweight. 2 pounds. Start with 2 pounds. It's just about moving that stagnant energy. I'm also being told to tell you to embrace your calling, embrace yourself, embrace the change. How are you doing with your book? I just heard finish your book by next year. By next year, make sure it's finished. Not another year goes by before that book is done. This is one of the major sources of income for you because it's one of your most powerful ways of serving, right? Are you still writing every day? I'm asking you this because I'm. Are you still writing every day? Write every day, every day, every day, even if it's just a couple of sentences or a paragraph. I'm being told to also tell you to see yourself lucky, right? See yourself lucky. See yourself winning things, right? And as it's coming through as winning things, it's not always like money that you win. It could be something that's not money, right? But just really putting yourself in that energy of abundance. And then also, I'm being told to tell you, look at the replay if you haven't already of the Q&A. And if you did watch it again. The Q&A, watch it again. And select 2 of the practices that was shared and incorporate it in your manifesting routines. Okay. So, okay. So that was your message I got for you, but let me see what you said. That purple, I know it's beautiful, right? I'm going to hold it up for you so you can connect with it. But notice how in both the cards with the purple, there's always that yellow, right? I didn't even really pay attention to it until Spirit pointed out here, the message of connecting, the two chakras. And then look at this picture here. It's like magic, like he's creating abundance magically. So right now, like with us light workers, it's not about the traditional methods or ways. It's about tapping into that power. And it's about utilizing our magic, our connection to create any and everything that serves our highest good to have in life, right? But also what I'm being told is taking the power away from the things that we've given power to. So like money is a big stressor for a lot of us because why we've been taught that money is so important and it takes money to live and survive and to live happy and free, but you ask people that choose to go live in the wilderness or in a treehouse and they'd say different, right? They've taken the power of money away. So I'm not saying go live in a treehouse, but when you take the power away from money and you take that power back for yourself, now money is nothing. Easy come, easy go. It's just an energy. And I am an infinite being and energy is infinite and I can create more of it, right? So it's about changing how you're viewing money. I'm feeling just heaviness, heaviness. And as I'm talking about money, I start to feel the heart again. Like as we got to the end of your message, it started to lighten up. But as I'm talking about it again, I'm feeling the heaviness. And also in the back, that stuff is starting to come up again. So release the load, give it to spirit, and tap into your magic. You're powerful, money's not. It's just a thing. What if they said apples? Apples was what it took to live. Then we'd all be growing apples and worried about how many apples we're growing. And Spirit is saying, look at it like that, And Alice, as I'm saying this I don't know if you're still on, but as I'm saying this to a lot, the Spirit is saying this can also apply to you. Like, and all of us really looking at it like that. They decided what was powerful in forms of creating a happy, healthy, prosperous, abundant life. And we get to say it's just an energy. I'm not buying into it. It's just an energy and I can create more of it just like that. Spirit, let's do this, right? Let's do this. Let's create this. So yeah. Although you may be the supporter of many, Spirit is the supporter of you. So release the load to Spirit. It's not my responsibility to take care of my children financially. It's not my responsibility to pay the bills. It's not my responsibility to buy the food, the clothes, the shelter, right? That's Spirit's job. My responsibility is to allow myself to be guided and do what I'm guided to do. That's it. Everything else, Spirit, go ahead and take the wheel. So yeah. So you said, wow, I already know. I haven't written in a minute. It's time consuming at the office right now. So before you go to bed, even if you write a paragraph, even if you write a thought, right? A thought. Because here's the thing, multiple projects. You may not even just have this one book. You may have a book that's multiple books, right? You may have multiple books. Or you could find, even if it's just a thought, what would you say to yourself today? What would your higher self say to yourself today? Now that you've done your day and your day is done and you're about to go to bed, tap into your higher self. What message do you have for me today? In regards to my day, how it was, maybe where I could have improved. And what message do you have for me tomorrow? Right? And then just write it down. You don't know how that may be incorporated in your current book, or it may be messages and information for a whole other book. But Spirit is saying definitely writing every day, a little bit every day. So Alatha said last week we celebrated my mom and we all wore purple. Prior to that, I let my nail tech choose my color and she chose purple. Yes. Amazing. And you know what? Eat more purple foods. Do you like eggplant? Get some eggplant. Get some eggplant. I make mine. I dip them in that veganese. I season the veganese, which to me tastes like Miracle Whip. I probably don't even remember what Miracle Whip tastes like. It's not as sweet, but a similar taste. And then I breadcrumb them and put them in the air fryer or in the oven. So delicious that way. Also, I've made it like fish, like fried fish. But the fried thing is not what Spirit is saying, dude. Just eat eggplant and more purple vegetables. Spirit's like, cut out the fried. So yeah. Plums. A lot of I can do that. Alice said that's a beautiful idea for a deck of oracle cards. Yeah, definitely. Yes. So yeah, write a little bit every day. And Alice, I've been thinking about that message you gave me recently about the deck we talked about that's already been written, and really connecting with Spirit at this point to guide me on what to do for the artwork. So I'm your message, I'm still holding it here and connecting with Spirit on guidance on how to move forward. I know. Cheryl said, I told you it was probably meant for you to come back on. I know, right? Alava said, no, not eggplant, but I do. Listen, you know what's so funny? I usually don't drink red wine, but after I made that stew, I don't know if you remember when I made that vegan beef stew, and it called for me to get red wine, so I got a really good bottle of red wine because when I cook with the wine, I feel like it's going to affect the flavor, so it's a good bottle. And usually I'm a Moscato girl, you know. And so, anyways, I got me a couple of bottles of that red wine, and a bottle will last me a while, you know. But after I did my sacred bath, 2020, I decided to have a glass, you know. And man, I slept so good, so good. So the next day, I was like, I'm gonna have a glass at the end of the day. And then after the glass, Spirit was like, okay, now go to bed. Like, don't just sit up, go to bed, because it really helped me sleep, you know. So yeah, yeah. But same thing with I don't typically drink Chardonnay, but it was called for in a recipe, and again, got a good bottle. I blame that on my mom. I used to be like a $2 Chuck was my friend. Chuck was my homeboy, $2 Chuck, but I haven't found that anywhere here. So, anyways, we were in Washington State, my mom and I, and we were shopping for a recipe, which actually popped up in my memories. I think today I made this vegan shrimp dish, right? And it calls for wine. And my mom was like, go ahead and get the bottle that costs more because I'm cheap, you know, I'm frugal. So, anyways, I was like, fine, because we would have had to go to another store. And so it was so good. I was like, Mom, now you got me buying this expensive bottle of wine, and I'm not really feeling it. So yeah, now these recipes, these wine, it's a good thing they last me a while, right? So, anyways, I'm rambling. We just having a conversation at this point, but yeah. So I've been enjoying my wine. At night, I feel like I'm a character in Sex in the City. I keep the windows up so I can see the city lights, and I just sit there and enjoy my glass of wine and watch a little TV and decompress and then head to bed. So, but Spirit is telling you purple fruits and vegetables, not wine is not included, even if it's purple grapes and as vegan and alkaline as possible. Vegan and alkaline, organic and alkaline. That came through earlier and I done said vegan. So yes, yes, yes. Alice said you are to treat yourself. Yes, it has helped me sleep. Like just that, I'm a lightweight now. That's the crazy thing. When I used to go to the club back in when I was 27, was like at the end of my clubbing time. I used to could drink 6 Long Island iced teas, and one day I couldn't, you know. And now I don't drink liquor. I drink wine from time to time. At one point, I stopped altogether when I first started awakening and coming into my gifts. And then I was craving. I was like craving a glass of Moscato, and Spirit was like, "Who told you to stop drinking? You made that choice. Moderation, right?" And so I was like, "Oh, okay." And after I got that okay, it took me a while to actually get a glass because once I knew it's okay, then I was no longer craving it. Now, the one thing I will say, although like when me and my ex-husband, we went out on New Year's and I had something to drink, I was still able to receive. But the one thing when I'm working or serving or I'm tapping in, I choose not to drink when that's happening. You know, that's just my rule of thumb. So awesome. A lot that said the plums and grapes only drink alkaline, a lot of veggies. Good, good. So yeah, purple, just incorporating more purple in, more purple in. So, but yeah, I'm glad we got back on, you guys, and had this extra time together. I really am. Sandra, are you on? Hey, Naya. Well, actually, you know what? We Empower Hour was done. We were done. We had the $20 mini reads at the end. And then when I logged out, I realized someone paid for a mini reading. So I ended up getting back on to do her reading. And then a few people jumped on, and then a lot. Then Alice had a reading done, and Spirit had me deliver some general messages. And now we're just talking about wine. Oh, man. So, okay, let me see if I'm going to say your name correctly. Um, is it Namdi? So, we had Empower Hour already, so it's already in the Empower Hour playlist. So check that out, catch the replay, and let me know if I said your name right, Namdi and Naya. Go ahead and check out the replay. But yeah, that reading was the last one I just did was for Alatha. Spirit was just saying, have more fun, do more fun things, have more fun, enjoy life more, right? Enjoy life more. Oh, awesome. I'm glad. I'm glad I pronounced it right. Thank you. And thank you for being here. Welcome. I don't know. I don't feel you've ever been on before. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. And if you're available on Wednesdays, at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time, 1:30 p.m. Eastern time, join us because we go live every Wednesday for Wednesday Live and Power Hour. And just explore the channel if you haven't already. I'm grateful to have you. So thanks for joining. So yeah, that was the message. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. That was the message a lot, that just when Spirit kept saying have more fun, do more fun things. I just heard, let your hair down, girl, go dancing. And literally Spirit is saying your hair, your beautiful hair, your personal hair, not the hair you bought. That beautiful fro that you have, that hair. That's what's coming through. Like, let it down and just have a good time. Have a good time. Stress, no stress, no stress. So yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't have anything else coming through. I'm surprised Sandra didn't hop back on. So yeah. Huh. We had 111 and then it was 25 seconds when I looked over. So those 11s are coming through pretty strong. And then that number 7 has come up and it was just 34 seconds when I looked over. Those two numbers have been coming through pretty strong for us. So just, being mindful, that gateway is open, that energetic portal is open. It's even stronger than ever. So it's time for us to really tap into that power and just really align every part of us with what we're choosing, right? And just know that the divine has our back. Like there's nothing we can't do. We're powerful, we're supported, right? We're being guided, just up to us what we do with the guidance. But yeah, like this is how Spirit is telling us to be, just like, it's not a big deal. It's not that serious. Everything that happens in my life serves my highest good. And my highest good is to always be okay. What does your highest good look like for you? Does your highest good look like struggle for you? Does your highest good look like lack and sadness and chaos? Figure out what your highest good looks like for you, right? And then just know everything that happens in my life serves my highest good. Tell yourself that daily. I tell myself that throughout the day. And then especially when I'm going through something. Like when I'm going through something, that's what I tell myself. When I start to feel my vibration lowering, it's like everything that happens in my life serves my highest good. And you know what that does? It shoots it right back up. Literally, I kid you not. I kid you not. You'll find me talking to myself all throughout the day when I'm going through something. And then I'm telling Spirit, all right, Spirit, you got me. I know you got me. Come on, show up, show out. I trust you. We got this. Guide me. Like literally, these are conversations I have out loud with Spirit. So for those of you that were on Empower Hour, I was telling you how my son, my 15-year-old, is like, you're weird. And he goes, you get weirder by the day. So, people may think it's weird, but, then I explained to him the purposes and now he is empowered. So, yeah. But, anyways, I'm so grateful. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. Before I get off, I'm making sure no one else paid for a mini reading so that I don't leave and miss it. If you did, let me know. Or if you're going to, let me know and I'll hold off. Um, um, You said tell them what time. Oh, for Empower Hour? Is that what you mean, Cheryl? Oh, okay. So Empower Hour is every Wednesday, 10:30 a.m. Pacific time, 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. So although I said it, if that's what you mean, I'm saying it again because nothing happens by mistake. So, yep, that's when it is. Join us. I'd love to have you. And share the video, invite your friends. You don't have to share this one unless you feel like it. This one was just us chatting and personal readings, but look around the channel. And if a video resonates with you, share it with your community and ask that they join us too. Okay. So have a great rest of your day. Enjoy a lot to get those purple fruits and vegetables. My mom's calling. And Alice, prick your finger on that wheel of fortune and just fill your body with all that glow of abundance. And yes, and I'm gonna do that myself and utilize that technique. That sounds pretty awesome. I'm gonna do it today, as a matter of fact. So yes, I leave you all with peace, love, bliss, and abundance. And I thank you so much for your love and support. I'll talk to you soon.